City planners recognize the need for accessible public transport options.
The amount of time spent on configuration varies considerably.
Scientific experiments should be repeated to verify the results.
Economic problems caused a big rise in unemployment. The course places considerable emphasis on critical thinking skills. Many food crops require a large amount of water and fertilizer. Experts are now able to forecast weather over much longer periods. Students are required to have an undergraduate degree in biology to be enrolled in this course.
Doctoral writings have a structure in place, as well as scientific papers. All dissertations must be accompanied by a submission form. Recession triggers exciting creativity, according to public wisdom. The teaching staff are actively engaged in the original research. Field trips are an essential part of most geography courses.
The theme of the course is to encourage students to develop their creativity.
Banks charge interest on the money they lend to customers.
Academic libraries across the world are steadily incorporating social media.
Philosophy uses logic and reason to analyze human experience.
Most university teaching still takes place in lectures and seminars.
Affordable housing is an important issue for all members of society.
Manufacturing now employs more people than agriculture and fishing combined. Your tutor will provide the guidance on how to structure the essays.
Momentum is defined as the combination of mass and velocity.
We are more able to accommodate postgraduate students than previously possible.
Students will study the language and literature of ancient Greece. Rising inflation leads to increasing goods prices and decreasing demand for products. Textile manufacturing plays a large role in some economies.
Statistical results should be expressed in different ways depending on the circumstances.
As student union members, you can influence and change our university.
Students are encouraged to take part in their study as well as games.
The vocabulary that is peculiar in a specific field is called jargon.
Medical researchers have focused on the causes of diseases and treatments.
Social media is responsible for helping the government to solve social problems. Criminal charges will be brought against all of the men.
Sound waves are unable to travel through the vacuum.
The bar chart provides a useful means of data comparison.
The course covers architecture planning and construction on the international scale. Understanding visual media has never been more challenging.
The residence hall is closed prior to the academic building closing time at the end of the semester.
The new research has produced some other unexpected results. There is a list of dedicated librarians available during teaching time each term. Students are encouraged to read new books recommended by Professor Jones.
She used to be the editor of the student newspaper.
Native speakers are exempt from the language tests in their own languages. When sentencing, the court will decide whether the defendant regrets his actions. Studying medicine allows for a wide range of career opportunities. Eating fish twice a week is recommended for a healthy diet. We help students to develop their individualities and follow their interests. A regional assembly was moved to the devolution of power.
The railway makes long-distance travel possible for everyone.
Students may only park their cars in authorized university parking spaces.
The public is often misled by the biased coverage.
The quality of your statistical information depends on your raw data.
Certain organisms can reproduce using just one parent.
The terms illness and disease are confusing despite clear differences.
Graphs and charts allow data to be more easily understood. The extent of advertising to children is open to much debate. There is no economic reason why public borrowing is necessarily bad. The rising inflation rate indicates a decrease in demand for consumer products.
Please return the reference book to the correct position on the shelf.
Online courses allow students to work at their own pace. Please refer to the guidelines for more information on setting the goals.
Many universities are continuously expanding the postgraduate education's online learning resources.
Courses are assessed by group work and individual assignments. There are more opportunities to receive the grants in most artistic fields. Muscle cells bring parts of the body closer together.
Children start producing words before they are able to walk. Extracurricular activities can help students to develop more talents. Although sustainable development is not easy, it is an unavoidable responsibility. New developments in technology are influencing current research. Before submitting your dissertation, your advisor must approve your application. It is interesting to observe the development of the language skills of toddlers. The night sky has always involved mystery and wonder. The closing date of application for travel scholarship is next Monday.
Universities should invest in new technologies designed for learning. Teaching assistants will receive a monthly stipend for housing.
Purity is one feature that makes gold expensive.
The transformation of media has changed the way information is both used and studied.
There are a variety of different ways to present statistical information. A surprisingly large number of students applied for that course. Leaving valuable possessions unattended in public places is risky. Students requiring an extension should apply sooner rather than later.
We are researching the most significant challenges facing our society today.
Online courses enable people to improve their skills while employed.
Accommodation on campus is limited, but there are more options nearby.
Students would develop confidence in their ability to think critically.
Companies' projects must adapt to the general data protection regulations.
Globalization has been an overwhelming urbanization phenomenon.
Global connections increased in academic communities thanks to social media. The untapped potential of using the sun's rays is phenomenal. Global connections thrive in academic communities thanks to social media. The results of the study underscore the discoveries from early detection. The universities provide excellent leisure facilities for students and staff. Thousands of people turned out to be at the presidential address.
The theater study courses encourage students to exercise their creativity.
Scholarships are available for both local and international students.
Organizational failure is considered from various perspectives in academic literature. Those who are considering a career in marketing should attend the talk. Parents are financially responsible for their children until they reach adulthood.
The results of this research highlighted the importance of ecosystem balance.
An essay should use evidence from both primary and secondary sources.
Research shows that knowledge and experience are essential to creativity.
The designers will complete the plan later today.
Some departments have their own specialist book collections.
Building trust is not something that can be achieved overnight. Collaboration between departments is a feature of successful companies. Art is an expression of creative skills and imagination.
Humans use symbolic languages to communicate plans and intentions.
The course dates are available on the college website.
Despite their differences, all forms of life share certain characteristics.
Many vocational courses in the institution are funded by private enterprises. All industries consist of systems of inputs, processes, outputs, and feedback.
In addition to the class requirements, students must pass all the qualifying examinations. International exchange formed the important part of our study program.
Make sure you choose a course that provides great career opportunities.
Most of the lectures begin promptly, so do not be late.
The stock market crash had repercussions throughout the world. The economic strength of early Roman Republic will be examined.
We encourage students to complete their applications before the deadline.
Formal conclusions could be established through rigorous experiments. The university's main library will be open till midnight next Saturday. The horizontal line on the graph indicates that there was no change in the period. Implementation figures are expected to improve over the next few years.
The academic tradition of the school ensures excellence.
Sociology policies are the sources of the government to solve social problems.
Scientists recognize different ice types according to the water molecule content.
Even simple techniques need to be practiced to become perfect. Slides and handouts can be downloaded after the lecture.
The government is funding a research study on the consequences of unemployment.
Art and design is a competitive field to work in. Providers of higher education treat plagiarism extremely seriously. The capacity of programming computers is expanding enormously every year.
Urban planning emphasizes the efficiency and expansion of the community.
The falling birth rate means the number of students drops. Our company must have independent financial auditing.
Libraries in many areas were closed due to the lack of funding. Agricultural development is vital for poor rural areas. We hold the visiting days throughout this year for all undergraduate students.
We support the research on problems related to tropical cyclone dynamics and forecasting.
Urbanization increases the costs for other communities. The university will cease the colossal renovation of the famed empty theater. Businesses must adapt to the general data protection regulations. Sugar is a solid carbohydrate which is always used to sweeten food. It is argued that students can learn more by collaboration rather than as individuals.
Neurons are principally involved in chemical processes.
Writing history needs a careful selection process of diverse sources. Gold is a metal that occurs in a pure state.
There will be a conference here next summer on using the web for academic research.
The study is among the initial projects funded by the university. Mental health professionals are talking about the topic of vulnerability.